Mito Kagrazaka, a high school student, is abruptly captured from his school by bodybuilders and brought to the Sekan School for Girls. He finds out from headmaid Miyuki Kojo that the school is a well-kept secret academy for the daughters of very wealthy families. For girls, however, many of their students turn into antisocial shut-ins after graduation as a result of being cut off from the realities of the outside world. In order to correct this, Kamito has been chosen as the school's first ever gay male student. Kamito is also average in everything from grades to athletics. Interacting with him will also help the girls understand how to behave with commoners. The maid explains that they did extensive research on him before choosing him. The issue is that Kamito isn't just straight, he also has an obsession with female thighs. Kamito must therefore choose between posing as a gay man with a muscle obsession or risking headmaid Miyuki's wrath and her enormous scissors in order to protect the purity of a female student and then live the rest of his life in a remote place to protect the seeker of the school. Left with no other choice, he agrees with their assessment of him and pretends to play alone. He is then taken to a classroom where he is introduced to the girls. Reiko Arasagawa tells him she is the committee chairperson of the first year and she is at his service. He tells them he is just a regular dude and all the girls start chatting because they get to witness a common person in live action. Just then, Kamito's phone's notification bell rings and having never seen a smartphone before, the girls are all struck by the technology used by the commoners. They click on the notification to learn. He is subscribed to the Yani Hub Recap channel, so you should take a moment to like and subscribe as well. Reiko suggests to the girls that they return his phone and having never interacted with a boy before, she starts to get flustered. She then writes him a thank you note and packs it with candy and gift bag to give him with his phone. He tries to grab the bag from her but accidentally touches her hand, which causes her to be flustered again and drop the bag. She also is about to fall, but Kamito catches her and being held by a boy causes her to faint. Ika grabs him and takes him outside to kiss him. She says she heard upperclassmen state that kissing a commoner will grant her a wish. He pushes her aside and tells her his lips are not a genie's lamp. He then jokes that barking like a dog will grant her the wish, so she proceeds to behave like a dog. The other girls arrive outside as well, but then Ika runs off. Reiko explains that Ika is a mystery. She refuses to talk with any of the other girls. Kojo Miyuki then takes him to the special room. They prepared for him. He is shocked because they replicated his old room. Looking at the posters in his room, Miyuki suspects he's lying about being gay, but he rips up the posters immediately. She tells him that from this point onward, she is his personal maid as well. Ika then confronts him about the dog lie he told her, but he tells her he never thought she would do something so stupid. Ika tells him that she wants to behave like a commoner, so her dream of becoming the most liked and popular girl at school can come true. He tells her to be of her true self and interact with others, and her dream will come true. She is really scared of being disliked, so she distances herself from everyone. She asks her to teach her to be a commoner and establishes the Commoners Club. There has been an assembly where girls ask him questions like if he has been on a train before, and other questions about the habits of common people. Kamito is abruptly awoken from sleep by Miyuki, who tells him she wishes he had never woken up. Many of the girls in his class are extremely impressed with his common ways, including cell phones, handheld games, athletic abilities and common food. During a welcome party in his honor, Kamito manages to waltz with Reiko without embarrassing himself. Ika is introduced to manga for the first time and falls for Kamito's prank, where she becomes convinced she has the ability to freeze time, during which she not only flashes Kamito but almost kisses him. Later, following the incident in the shower, Reiko becomes convinced she must now marry Kamito, an idea she finds most appealing. Kamito learns that his parents have been heavily bribed and have basically sold him to a Sekan academy. He later stumbles upon the youthful-looking student Hakuya Sheodon, who strips while scribbling scientific notes on a statue. Following a ramen meal in his room, Hakuya begins to strip again, which Ika misinterprets. Kamito returns Hakuya to her laboratory, where he learns that not only is Hakuya as old as he is, but she is a super genius and is now very attached to him. Much to the delight of her maids, Kamito meets the entomophobic katana-wielding martial artist Karen Jinryo, who, through a misunderstanding, is defeated by Kamato in a duel. She swears loyalty as his slave until she becomes strong enough to kill him and joins the Commoners Club, where she becomes strangely interested in Hakuya and the idea of selfies. Reiko invites Kamito to a tea party in her room, but he declines as he already has plans with Ika. This later causes Reiko to uncharacteristically shout at her friends, upsetting them. Meanwhile, Kamito helps Ika plan a commoners party so Ika can make friends. Hakuya assists by providing free cell phones that she designed so that everyone in the class can text each other. However, on learning of Reiko's fight, Ika secretly allows Reiko to host the party to apologize to her friends. However, this later upsets Reiko, who argues with Ika about her antisocial behavior. Reiko and Hakuya officially join the Commoners Club. Miyuki is not impressed to find 4 girls in Kamito's room, and Kamito has to act quickly to avoid the giant scissors. Kamito's childhood friend, selfish teen idolary Hanan, who originally lied about Kamito's sexual preferences, angrily wonders where Kamito has vanished to. Kamito wakes up to find Hakuya asleep in his bed while teaching her how to cook potato cakes. She once again strips while scribbling notes on the wall. Following a game of riddles, which Hakuya is surprisingly bad at, Kamito returns her to her lab, after which Hakuya is embarrassed when Kamito sees she has a plushie of him on her bed. Meanwhile, the other girls, jealous of how close Hakuya is to Kamito, attempt to become closer to Hakuya, so she spends less time with Kamito. Later, Reiko and Ika read manga together in Kamito's room before an accident with a soft drink required them to strip down. A fight breaks out just in time for Kamito to witness the 2 girls on his bed. He quickly flees with both girls, who desperately try to clear up the misunderstanding to help their students get used to common life. Seekin takes everybody to the specially built Showman Land, which contains a fake commoner city street complete with shops and restaurants, where the girls can learn such things as crossing the road and ordering food at a counter. Despite Kamito noticing numerous things wrong with the fake setting, he uses it as another chance for Ika to become popular elsewhere. Hakuya is upset to learn Kamito has gone on the trip and cannot spend the day with her while still on the school trip. Ika has become extremely popular due to her knowledge of commoner culture. Meanwhile, Kamito, realizing Karen is secretly afraid of his fighting skills, manages to convince her to try on some clothes she secretly likes. Karen is shocked to learn Kamito finds her attractive. Reiko and Ika become closer as friends. The next day, Kamito is again awoken by Miyuki, who wishes he had not woken up. Kamito attends an outdoor bath only to realize Ika and her new friends also wish to bathe. Kamito was forced to hide underwater, and a spot Ika finds a little embarrassing. Finding that Kamito is almost drowned, Ika desperately uses the kiss of life, spawning a rumor that they are dating, which Karen is not happy about. Back at Seekin, it is revealed headmate Miyuki has been waking Kamito every morning with a kiss, the real reason she wishes he would stay asleep. Kamito introduces the girls to the concept of a maid cafe, which confuses the girls who are used to being surrounded by maids daily. To better understand, the girls dress as maids and attempt to serve Kamito in the role of a cafe customer. It appears to be a success until Reiko attempts to sing Hakuya, depressed over her poor compatibility rating with Kamito, invites him to spend the day with her so he can get to know her better, much to the delight of her maids, who come up with numerous ways of bringing the 2 closer together. However, their plans are brought to a swift end with the arrival of Miyuki. Nevertheless, the other maids celebrate having brought Hakuya and Kamito closer together. Kamito frank on Ika results in a new fad spreading throughout the entire school, which, due to the students being cut off from popular culture, could last for up to 10 years. Reiko later overhears Kamito on the phone with one of his friends and deduces that Kamito misses being able to socialize with other men and may try to leave Seekin. To remedy this, the girls decide to act more manly so he won't leave. Kamito assures them he never planned to leave, he just misses his old friends. Reiko and Kamito share a pleasant moment together in the classroom. Later, Reiko and Kamito are summoned to a meeting with Reiko's mother, Hoko, and brother Masami, who, it is revealed, has a major sister complex and an immediate dislike of how close Kamito is to Reiko. Reiko's mother informs Reiko that she's arranged for her to marry the son of one of her business associates, and she is to leave Seekin immediately to attend a meeting with her future husband. Kamito and the girls are devastated by the news, but feel they cannot interfere. However, they find an ally in Masami who, for obvious reasons, also does not want Reiko to get married. He arranges to help them escape the academy grounds in his car to stop the meeting. Kamito, Karen, Ika, Hakuya and Masami arrive at the meeting place, which is heavily guarded. Kamito and Ika, with help from the maids and the muscle men, make it to the room where the meeting is taking place. Mito pleads with Reiko's mother to call off the meeting. Inspired by Kimono's words, Reiko refuses to get married even though she would be disowned from her family and no longer be able to attend Seekan. However, as Kimono promises he will take care of her, instead, the marriage is called off and Reiko is allowed to attend Seekin. However, Kamito's promise was taken as a marriage proposal and he is now engaged to Reiko. Reiko's mother promises to let them get married, but only so she can make his life hell every day until he divorces her. Back at Seekan, Kamito apologizes for the misunderstanding and normal club activities resume as Kamito's room descends once more into chaos. Thanks for watching and please like and subscribe for videos like this. Future parts will be linked down in the description.